So the one thing that I don't understand about research careers is this idea of taking a vow of poverty of some sort of degree. And I understand the sort of historical sense of it, that you have to take a vow of poverty because the deep roots within within the sort of monasteries back in the golden age of knowledge. But the thing is that it doesn't make sense to me in terms of this idea that people should live a very modest life, and there should be a very research should not be a lucrative career in any sort of way. And I find that really particularly strange, to be honest, that we should even think about that careers in that particular way, because they provide a tremendous amount of value. Now, two things. Is there a lot of happiness after a certain amount of wealth that you actually bring in, or some salaries that you bring in and you accumulate some wealth? Not a heck of a lot, right? Like, from what I know, and I don't know that much, from what I know, you actually don't gain a lot of benefit after a while in terms of feeling happiness, right? So that's one thing. The other thing is wealth a function of salaries? A lot of the time it's actually not. A big function is how you actually manage your life, and thinking about how you're going to invest in the future. And by the way, invest in mutual funds and index funds that have been around for a long time. Just doing simple things. Oh, and 15%. Doing simple things like that. That's how you actually get uber wealthy, and you can actually not have a big salary to do that. But the idea that people should take a vow of poverty or have low incomes because they're in a certain career like research, or they work at a university or anything like that, just does not make sense to me. I know that there is this idea that there is a trade-off of non-pecuniary or non-monetary benefits from taking a research career, such as autonomy and things like that, which is it's substantial. But at the same time, I think we need to stop thinking about this in terms of we need to have the social norms to take a vow of poverty and to prevent people from going into private industry, when really, it's their choice at the end of the day. Now, would I recommend people to, live very grandly on a low income or any particular income? Heck no. You should probably be capable of only living off of half your salary, half your family salary. I think that's probably a reasonable amount. But ultimately, that's your choice. And we need to start thinking about that, is how do we encourage, and keep turning, because Babs is carrying a stick. Babsies, where is she? There she is. She's carrying a stick and she is twirling around. So we really need to start thinking about that in terms of, letting people choose the careers that they want to choose, and not put any particular pretense on them that they should take basically a vow of poverty. I think all of that is a cultural phenomenon that I don't necessarily agree with in any sort of way, because that sort of holds back everybody. If we all agree that we should live modestly and nobody take opportunities within private industry or do things that, so for example, take a career outside of academia, for example. I mean, all of that is setting up the system to take advantage of people. We really need to start encouraging people to be a lot more opportunistic and looking for opportunities in all sorts of different areas, not within the cookie cutter way that we view the research careers around us. We need to start thinking about, how do we encourage people to do things that benefit them and benefit the rest of society. Let's face it, the way that this all works is that the more that people are in private industry, the more money that there's around, and the better off everybody actually is. Not because that this is like the right thing to do, it's because that's the way that the funding structure actually works. And it doesn't mean that you can have a public infrastructure that is not lucrative. That's not what it means. It means that that's the way that many people have viewed it for many years now, and that's the structure that we actually have. So we have to live within that particular structure. So if you have opportunities that go your way that are far more lucrative than what you have right now, hell yeah, you should take it. Go nuts and enjoy your opportunities that you're given. Take care and have a wonderful day.